I hope you're having an amazing day. My name is Colin, and in this video we're going to have a look at Decimated. It has been a couple of days since the actual launch. Where is the price now and where will it go? Obviously, Decimated, one of the more impressive games that I have reviewed on this channel. Nothing in this video is financial advice, it is for entertainment purposes only. If you are not familiar with Decimated, it's basically one of the few video games that has been in development for a long time, that's already playable, that they're already working with. I will play here while I explain what happened with the IDO. So this is some in-game content. The IDO did not go as planned on Firestarter. I got a lot of messages of people asking me if I joined the IDO, but I didn't because I didn't want to explore any new launchpads. What occurred on Firestarter, as far as I was aware, and that's why the Firestarter token also dumped big time, was that 90% of the allocation got sniped by bots, or something happened that the team couldn't fix, and basically all the people that staked their token to get access to the Decimated IDO were skipped. Obviously the Decimated team had no control over this, but it's obviously unfortunate if you were looking to get in on this, well, as you're seeing it right now, super cool, already very far ahead game. Compared to other games, Decimated is ready, is playable, where most games are not. They're just raising funds for a 2 to 5 year development plan. Right, so Firestarter messed up there. They only had a very small allocation for their users left after that little problem occurred, whatever that problem then in details might be. Decimated, however, itself still did really well on the actual launch. So they did the actual main launch through the Huobi exchange, which I will show you the chart in a second. I will pause the gameplay for now. It's quite long, but at least you got an idea of what this game is about and what it's looking like. So the current price sitting at $47, $47 not total. And just on Radium it got launched, it's sitting at about 60 cents. The difference is because you cannot withdraw from Huobi yet, so the arbitrage can't happen, but this obviously will even out. It just got listed like a day ago or something like that. Maybe they even paused the supply because the chart is not really moving that much. But the main activity right now, as I can tell, is on Huobi, and still it's not as significant. So if we go to CoinMarketCap, we can see the 24-hour volume sitting at about 1.1 million, which is kind of good, but for such a high market cap, I think at the moment it's overvalued, which I will take into consideration on my price prediction. I've been told by the Decimated team on their Discord that the market cap is actually not correct. CoinGecko is no longer showing a market cap, so they will try to get CoinMarketCap to adjust the market cap according to the right amount. When I asked what the right amount would be, they did not reply. However, if we go to CryptoRank, they list a market cap at the current price of 2.8 million, taken into consideration on this tab a total circulating supply of 0.6%, right? Which means that ROI for the IDO rounds is 9.42%, IEO as well 9.4x, not percent, x, which is basically 842%, which is extremely good, right? We would say that anybody who participated there would be really happy. You can imagine if they raised 500,000 through Firestarter and 90% of this was allocated to the default bug in their platform, the exploit, users are not happy, specifically after seeing the tremendous returns, which I can understand. Where all in all, at this point, it has made significant progress. We are now looking to get an entry position. Potentially, I will take an entry position if the price meets a certain target. If not, then I will wait until that happens. One thing you need to know is that the lock vesting is weekly release over a specific amount of months. So every single week more tokens are added to the circulating supply, diluting the price, which I think is important to note. Specifically with a 10x, specifically with a higher market cap, whether that is obviously in this example 2.8 million in case I would be ready to make a purchase in this case if it's actually 2.8 million. However, CoinMarketCap is reporting 22 million, which is basically, it's not unconfirmed market cap. So this is what they say is confirmed according to the circulating supply, which is verified data. So all of a sudden, when I'm looking at these metrics, they say it's verified, right? Which most projects that recently launched, it takes them months to verify the data. So this is verified, the market cap is verified, yet now Decimated saying it's not correct. Based on the CoinMarketCap presented data, because they pull it from the market, right? From the liquidity, all those metrics, I'm going to base my price prediction. If for whatever reason this data is correct and it gets corrected by CoinMarketCap, I will make that purchase. In this regard, I trust the governing organ of basically all data statistics more in terms of verification of data than the first-hand party, which is Decimated, because they can make all kinds of claims regarding the market cap, which a lot of projects do, and then it turns out, oh, we left out liquidity, oh, we left out staking rewards. Why? Because obviously that influences the price and potential of that project. Right, this might be not the right choice, but it's the way I'm going to do things in this video today. 22 million at a price of 47 cents. A lot of people in my Discord, and if you're not there, why are you not there? Check the link in the description, join us. In the Discord, we've been talking about Decimated, what would be a good entry point. If you look, 64 cents, volume going down, right? Volume, 8 million, 9 million, and then dropping basically back to about 1 million. It's steadily declining, so it probably will reach, I think it will settle between 500,000 and 1 million, just because it only on Huobi, they now just added Radium, which still apparently needs to get some traction, because the chart is on 15 minutes, and still there's a lot of times that no transactions are being made. If you look at the log, 21 minutes ago, 31 minutes ago, because there's basically, I don't think there's a specific way they can just buy off the liquidity. They can't withdraw tokens yet for Huobi. If that happens, then there will be traction, right? So if you look at this chart, they're basically, well, let me put it at 30 minutes. They started at 5 cents IDO price, basically blasted it to almost $1, turned back within the first 30 minutes after launch to about the average price it is right now. So a little bit higher, probably if we look at the actual chart line, this would be like 65. Okay, so it did take like a significant drop. And that significant drop took only, let's say, a day, less than a day, right, to occur. Then here, and you can see the downward trend starts here, basically slowly declining. It's not significant, right? We're talking 53 to 46, but all in all, that is 20%, right? So when we zoom in, we can see some bigger buy orders, right here, for example, and right here. I'm no way a technical analysis guy. I don't know how to read the charts. You guys know this, or at least you should know this if you're not familiar. Let's look at the buy orders, right? Which I think, so one Decimated, this is the amount in Decimated, is half a US dollar. So you need to divide these amounts, and then we can say the 30,000, 25,000, there are not that many big buy orders, right? When we look at the sell orders, however, there's also not that many sell orders, right? 20,000, 15,000. So basically by yourself, you could really push the price up hard. Let me see, this is the highest we can go. Then we just have like the crazy decimals, I think, yeah. Which is unfortunate, because I would like to see what's above here, but maybe they don't allow that. Can I do more? Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, but now I just want to see, no, it's not possible what I want to do. I don't use this exchange, that's probably why I don't know how to navigate it, but what is definitely interesting is that, I mean, this is maybe $200,000, $250,000 worth of purchases, which could wipe the chart, basically push it up. And that's because there's very little volume and there's not that much circulating supply currently available, right? And the volume less than 1 million compared to other projects, which are easily pulling in, let's say 4, 5, 8, 10 million daily volume. That's usually because they have more markets available, which makes sense, because if there's only one market available, the users either have to go here and have an account here. I would be fair if it dips like this after this initial opportunity, and I would really want to get in, which I don't really necessarily want to. I think it's a great project, but one thing I have to stress, you can't pick everything you like, right? It's just like, you gotta pick your opportunities can't buy. It's like, oh, you didn't buy it, didn't you like it? I did like it, but doesn't mean I'm going to buy it. I make investment choices, not just buying whatever the fuck I like all the time, right? 51 drop here. If I would want it, I would have bought it at this case. Like if I would really want to get in, and then still it's not even that bad. Like maybe even here. Like I'm not going to say about dip or here. The thing is specifically when it gets more volume, the price will get more volatile, in my opinion. Right now it's quite stable. But things will get moving once people get access to it, which do not have a Yobi account. Specifically, I think when Decimated announced that Radium will be added, right, which I think they just announced recently. So here it's now live on the Radium pool, which was 23 hours ago. I think you still need to wait to withdraw from Yobi, but when that happens, which should happen in the next couple of days, there will be a large influx of tokens onto the DEX, which is a lot more accessible, right? One of the most accessible things for Solana, right? This is a Solana-based blockchain game. Then in addition, if you look at the top 50 holders, 97.4% of tokens is held by this contract. So I assume in that case, that is the actual Decimated wallet, right? But obviously it is important that, well, not me, but somebody verifies these wallets. Well, specifically, not even these small ones. 1% might be interesting, but this big wallet, why is it holding so many tokens, right? It's not really anything to do with the price prediction per se, because I don't like to go into super big details. But with only 724 holders, right, wallets that hold Decimated, it's still extremely early. And that's one thing I have to be honest about in general, right? The fact that these games, right, I'm in it for the short-term flips mostly. If I really like the project, and I do like Decimated, I might see like a longer future for this project. If I do believe that, because it's on Steam as well, so the adaptability will be huge, then I will probably pick it up, right, at some point. I would prefer to go down a little bit more if this is the right market cap, and which I'll say in a second. Prefer for it to go down a little bit more in order to give me access to like a potential 4x, right? So if this goes to, let's say, 10, 15 million, even 15 million would be good. Maybe 10 million would be more feasible for me, but I don't think it will drop that much. So if it drops to 15 million, which would bring it down to around 34, 35 cents, I think, I will make an entry most likely with about probably like 3,500, 3,500, and then hold it for probably the next quarter, 3 months, right? Because you got to give these games some time. So one thing I've learned recently is that the quick flips, specifically on these games, happen on pump announcements and not necessarily that quickly, right? You often have to wait. So when you play with IDOs like I do on this channel a lot, that's all kinds short term. It's like intense. Things happen like on a daily basis after one another. And this is like a nice part of your portfolio, in my opinion, to have some stability, which grows slowly over time the way the game develops. And if you look at the game, it has developed, or at least reached a status of almost 100% playability, in my opinion. I think they're just finalizing basically the world, but if you look at how this is being played, right, by players already like in an open alpha on Steam, I believe they're already doing tournaments and stuff. Yeah, it just looks really, really good, and specifically with in-game economies and stuff that are going to occur, blossom, whatever you want to call it. I think there's tremendous potential for this game to have at least a good position in the Solana ecosystem, right? And when I say Solana ecosystem, I'm comparing it to things like, so there's 22. So if we compare it to the average products that we have, we got Monkey Ball sitting at 47, so that's a 2x still, right? Then we got Star Atlas being like basically the biggest one, 106 on that one, which basically gives you, well, Star Atlas, and you get the other Star Atlas as well, but the one is inflationary, so it's not really a good example. This one is 223, right? So basically add them up, divide them to 2 maybe, would be 150 million. Then this one still has huge opportunity, like still 7x in it, according to this market cap. If we would go with this market cap, I'm instantly going to purchase, right? So I will wait for that information to be confirmed. If it's 2.8 million, I'm probably putting in 10 grand, right? Because that makes a lot more sense, in my opinion, for potential short-term gains. Still, easy 5x for this game. The reason I would say that is this game has been in development for such a long time before they adapted it basically to the crypto space, right? So they were really focused on making like a really good game and everything before any additional. They didn't rush it. They also didn't raise money directly from the crypto space before developing this game, which I think shows great opportunity in the short term, medium term, like next 6 months for this project, and you will see that reflected in the price. Are we going to do 100x? No, right? This is a very specific game. It's like kind of post-apocalyptic as well, which is being trending right now. So I would say if you are considering this, in my opinion, if it does a 4x, 5x within the next 3 to 6 months, that's conservative, but that would be a very, very good play, in my opinion. Why? Because I think Decimated will actually do it. Can it do more? Potentially. But as I said, I'm quite conservative on this one. I really like it. I think there's a lot of opportunity. The team is not that heavy on the marketing, I gotta say. They're more heavy on the actual game and the quality of the game, which is also important, but marketing do lacks a little bit for this one. However, I'm overall very positive. You know my entries, you know what the time frame is. Make your call. Is this an interesting project or not? Let me know what you think about Decimated and my price prediction for Decimated in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.